Hello, folks, and welcome back to the next episode in our spring 2021 road trip. On this episode, we'll have Trouble in Paradise with the Casita Travel trailer as we travel through some of the most beautiful landscape. As we leave the Colorado River Scenic Byway here, we're going to head north on US 191. And then we're going to cut up to Interstate 70. We'll head west on Interstate 70 for a short period, and then we're going to cut down to Torrey, Utah. We'll overnight in Torrey, Utah before continuing on into Kanab, Utah. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the trip. As we cross the beautiful Colorado River here, we're going to tell it goodbye for now with the promise to return and explore more of this amazing river basin. As we pass by on the right, you'll see Arches National Park, which we're actually saving for our next trip out here so we can spend more time up there. Alright folks, well, we've made it to Interstate 70. We're going to head west on this and about 30 miles, and then we're going to jump off and head down towards Torrey. As you see right here, we're going to cross the Green River, which is going to be one of the main tributaries to the Colorado River. Alright, well, we've made it to Utah Highway 24. We're going to go ahead and head down to Torrey, Utah. If you look closely here, folks, you'll see some red sand dunes. I've never seen red sand dunes. Seen all other kind of colors, but never red. As we travel down Highway 24 here, we're going to cross into Capitol Reef National Park. We're going to pass through a small sliver of it, and you'll see the creek over here on our right as we're passing now. As we get further into here, the trees just start growing more and more along this creek, and they make the view just so stunning. The building you see coming up on the left is going to be the Visitor Center for Capitol Reef National Park. Hi, folks. As we leave Capitol Reef National Park, we're coming into Torrey, Utah. This is where we're going to stay for the night. We stayed at a wonderful RV park called Thousand Lakes RV Park. I'll throw the graphics up on the screen so you can see all about it. Alright folks, well, we're going to go ahead and leave you with a view of our campsite tonight. As you can see, it's gorgeous, and we're going to tell you good night. Good morning folks. It's going to be a beautiful day. At least the scenery and the weather is going to be beautiful. We're going to hop on Utah's Highway 12, which is a scenic byway through Utah. We're going to actually cross over that mountain that you see in front of us there. Then we're going to drop down into the city of Escalante, and from there on into Kanab, where we're going to overnight tonight. Along the way, we're going to have trouble with Cassie the Casita. Sit back and relax and see what happens to Cassie the Casita and how we take care of the problem. We're about 3/4 of the way up the mountain here. Let's go ahead and stop at this overlook and see how pretty it is. Hi folks, well we made it to the top. There's the 9,600 foot sign. Since we're at the top here, let's jump off at this scenic overlook and see what the views are. My personal saying I like to use being out here is just give it 30 minutes and the landscape changes again. As you can see ahead of us, we're definitely changing again. Alright folks, well we decided to pull off up here and take a break, but as I was pulling in I heard a racket coming from the left wheel of the Casita Travel trailer, and when I got out and felt the hub it was very hot. Made the decision at that point to call a tow truck, and I've got one en route to carry us down to Escalante, Utah. As you can see from the change in cameras here, the tow truck arrived. It's got Cassie the Casita loaded up on the trailer. They're in front of us and we're filming out the sides of the vehicle. It would be nice to have the trailer cam, but that's just not possible at this point. We don't know what's going on with Cassie at this point. Kind of anxious, but luckily it's a beautiful landscape, which kind of takes away a lot of the anxiety. So go ahead and just sit back and relax as we head to Escalante, and when we get the Casita fixed, we'll let you know what went on with it. As we travel to Escalante here, you'll get glimpses of Cassie the Casita on the tow truck trailer in front of us. I guess that gives new meaning to the phrase, putting the cart before the horse. As we come into Escalante here, I'll go ahead and start explaining to you what happened to Cassie and what the outcome was. What had basically happened is there's a spring in the brake assembly that holds the bottom of the two pads together and tied against a little adjustment wheel that's used to adjust the brakes periodically as you use them. That spring broke, which I've searched and searched and searched and can't find any other instances where that's happened to anybody else, so it's a rare occasion. But when that spring broke, it allowed the bottom of the brake pads to come apart. That allowed the actual adjuster wheel to fall out, which over time that allowed one of the brake pads to come off and fall against the drum of the brake. Well, being wedged against the drum, it generated heat, which in turn turned around and caused the bearings and the drum to overheat. Well, it was a pretty simple fix. If you have the tools, it's a pretty simple fix. They replaced the brake assembly, repacked the bearings, and got us back on the road. As you can see here, we're leaving Escalante now. I've done a lot of research. I've even produced a video now on my YouTube channel that shows you how to do brake maintenance and what's entailed in actually redoing the brakes and the bearings. It's actually very simple to do, and there's very few small tools that you have to carry with you. Basically, you're going to need the special socket. It's for the hub nut, and then you're also going to need a small portable grease gun to re-grease them, and other than that, just a basic toolkit. Well, I now carry those. I've researched all of that and feel comfortable doing them. I've redone all of them on the trailer now myself, so this situation will never happen again. If this happens again to me, then I'll fix it on the side of the road myself and be back on the road, and I'll save all the time. Now, the good part to this is the insurance paid for my towing, and Dexter Axle is a wonderful company. They came through and they actually covered the cost of the brake assembly replacement. Said it was under warranty, and they have never heard of this happening either, so they took care of it for me. So other than the time, it didn't really cost me anything, and we're back on the road and headed to Kanab. As we travel here, we're going to see some of the glimpses of Bryce Canyon. We're not actually going into Bryce Canyon National Park, but this is a good shot here of what it looks like with all the hoodoos. That's what those little spires are called. They're called hoodoos, and it's just gorgeous. But we're just going to go past the entrance on our way to Kanab. All right, folks, well, we're headed into Red Canyon, which is part of the Dixie National Forest, which is just west of Bryce Canyon on Highway 12. And we're going to actually get out up here at the Visitor Center and give you a 360 view. It's gorgeous through here, and there is some dry camping up in this area in the National Forest that you can do. All right, folks, well, we're now on US 89 headed south towards Kanab. As we come into Kanab, Utah, I want to tell you welcome to Kanab. We've stayed here numerous times. It's a great little centralized location to hit all of these different national parks and sites in southern Utah and northern Arizona. We stay at a local RV park called Kanab RV Corral. Stayed there several times. It's a great park. When we get to the park, I'll throw all the graphics up so you've got the information on the park. I want to thank you for joining us on this excursion, and I hope you've enjoyed it. We've enjoyed bringing it to you. Remember, if you like the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me, and if you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe to our page. We not only do travel videos, we also do Casita RV travel trailer videos, and we do maintenance on that Casita videos. With that being said, have a wonderful day, and we will see you again soon.